Welcome to this 20-minute chair yoga exercise class. This is for all levels and abilities, and it's really important that you do as much or as little as feels right for you in any moment. So if something feels like it's too hard, it's maybe irritating an old injury that you have, then ease back. And if easing back doesn't get rid of that pain, stop and join back in when you're ready. Okay. So this is your class, it's your time, and you get to make it work for your body today. So I'm Paula Midden, and we are starting sitting in our chair. And to begin, sit back, relax, and close down the eyes. You'll start to notice your body against the chair. Notice your body in space. Feel your feet against the floor, the back of your thighs against the seat beneath you, your hips grounding down. Notice any part of your back that connects with the seat of the chair. Allow your whole body to sink back and down. And then notice how you're feeling today, the physical body, scanning down in your mind from your head to your feet. Notice how the body feels. And this is not about judging good or bad. It's about observing your body, noticing if there's anything going on today, and then taking that awareness with you into the class. Now, as you tune into your body in this moment, and slowly let go of the outside world, the place where you sit, any distractions from around the building. You become more aware of yourself. Start to notice how your energy feels today, how your mind is, if it's busy or quiet. Notice how your breath is flowing. So notice the breath flowing in and the breath flowing out. And watch the flow of the breath, the rhythm of your breath. And you're becoming more and more aware of your body in this moment. And then we'll start to connect with the breath a little bit more. You're breathing in a little bit longer and breathing out a little bit longer. And that breath is a comfortable pace for you. So you're never forcing your breath, but naturally slowing it down, breathing gently into your body. As you breathe in, notice there's an expansion through your rib cage. It lifts and expands. And as you breathe out, the rib cage softens down and in. So there's that gentle movement of your body with your breath. And it could be very subtle. Give yourself a moment to observe your body. Watch as the body moves with the breath. Inhaling, you're expanding. Exhaling, you're relaxing. A nice, easy, natural breath flowing in and out. And you're going to keep the awareness of your breath, keep the awareness of your body. Bring that with you into the rest of the class and very slowly start to open up your eyes. Let your gaze come to the light. And then we're going to sit ourselves up a little bit straighter in the chair, sit up nice and tall. And from there, just circle your head. Slowly rolling the chin down to the chest and then all the way back up. And just notice how that feels. You're easing into the muscles in the back of the neck, gently starting to stretch them out. And now as your chin comes down to your chest the next time, circle your head the opposite direction. Again, take your time, move nice and slowly, and just notice how that feels. So often when we change direction, the sensation can change. You might notice a little tight spot that you didn't on the first side. And really, we're just becoming aware of how the body feels today. Now, the next time that your chin comes down onto your chest, leave it there. And then take the hands up over the back of the head, interlace your fingers, and gently draw down with the hands. So your spine is upright as far as the top of the back. And then you're tucking your chin into your chest and stretching through the back of the neck. And you're breathing into that stretch. So we're always breathing throughout the class. A nice, calm, natural breath. When you're ready, release your hands. Bring your head back up so you're sitting up nice and straight again. And from there, take a big breath in. As you breathe out, look for your right shoulder like you're peeping behind you. On your in breath, bring the head back into the middle. And as you exhale, look over your left shoulder. It's like you're trying to look behind you. Breathe in, bring your head all the way back into the middle. Now, as you exhale, look down towards the floor. Chin goes to the chest. And on the in-breath, lift the head all the way up. Lift the chin, look up towards the ceiling. And let's come right back into the middle and take the fingertips onto the shoulders. Start to circle your arm, breathing naturally as you circle those arms. Imagine you're drawing circles with the tips of the elbows and try to make that circle as big as you can. So as those elbows come towards each other, could you tip the elbows together? Maybe, maybe not. Don't worry if they don't come all the way together, but you're working into a big circle. The next time your elbows come towards each other, circle the other way. Sorry, I'm losing my mic. So you're circling backwards. And again, you're trying to make that movement nice and big, working into the shoulders, into the shoulder blades, feeling any tight spots that might be in the shoulders. And then slowly coming back to center, and the hands can rest down. So let's take the hands out into fists and very slowly roll out the wrists. Notice how that feels in your wrist. And then you can take it back the opposite way. Good. And then coming all the way back to the middle on an in-breath, extend the hands out, the fingers stretch wide. And as you breathe out, curl your hand very slowly into a tight fist. So you breathe in as you open up the hand and stretch the fingers as wide as you can. Breathe out as you curl the fingers into a tight fist. One more time like that, breathing in as you stretch and open. Breathing out as you curl in and squeeze. And then slowly release the hands down. Take your feet a little bit wider apart. Place your hands onto your knees and start to circle your upper body. So you're breathing in as you lift up to the top, and you're breathing out as you circle forward and around. Now, don't worry if you can't combine the breath and the movement. Once you're breathing gently in and out at your own pace, it's perfect. And then we're going to reverse those circles. So see, could you go the opposite direction? Often when you change direction, it'll start to feel a little bit different. You might notice tight spots that you didn't notice before. And when you're ready, we'll come right back up to the top and we can bring those feet in again. As you breathe in, circle your arms out and up overhead. Draw a big circle with the arms. Bring your palms together. And as you breathe out, draw the hands down in front of the chest. Do that again as you breathe in, the arms circle out and up. And as you breathe out, take the hands down. One more like that, breathing in and breathing out. As the hands come down in front of the chest, we're going to turn to the right. So your left hand goes outside that right thigh, and your right hand is holding on to the side of the chair or the back of the chair. Start to turn a little bit more to the right. Look over your right shoulder. And then take a few slow breaths as you hold that twist. And notice how it feels through your waist and up into your ribs, in your shoulders, maybe in the neck. On your next in-breath, release right back into the middle. We'll bring the palms into prayer. And as you exhale, turn to the left. Take your right hand to your left leg. Use your left hand to hold on to the side of the chair. And then start to look over your left shoulder. And you're using your breath to stay calm and relaxed as you hold the twist. So the breath flows very gently, very easily in and out. And with your next in-breath, come right back into the middle. We'll bring the palms together in prayer in front of the chest. And when you're ready, hands come down onto the lap. So with an in-breath, lift your right arm up into the air. And as you breathe out, lean over to the left, inside bend. On your next in-breath, come back up. And as you breathe out, take the right hand down. Let's do the left. Inhale, the left arm circles out and up. As you breathe out, go into that side bend. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out, hand comes down. Do that again. Right arm. Inhale, circle it up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale as you come back upright. And exhale to let the arm release down. Left side. Inhale, take the arm up. Exhale, lean across. Inhale, come up. And exhale, release the arm down. One more time each side. Breathe in. Take your right arm up overhead. Breathe out, side bend. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, release. And the last time, inhale, left arm sweeps up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale as the arm releases down. With the hands on the thighs, as you inhale, roll your chest forward, roll your shoulders back, and look up towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, round your spine, tuck your tailbone in underneath you, bring your chin to your chest. So with the in-breath, your chest goes forward, your shoulders roll back, you're looking up, stretching into the front of your body. And as you breathe out, round your spine, hollow the belly, tuck the chin, so you're stretching your back body. Do that one more time. Breathe in as you open up the chest, looking up. Breathe out as you slowly round your spine, tucking your tailbone under and your chin to your chest. And then inhale, come back to a neutral spine. So sitting up nice and tall, shoulders relaxed, head stacked on top of the spine. Very nice. So we're going to work on engaging the tummy muscle. So think about the space from navel to the hips, and you're drawing that back towards the spine. Okay, and that's going to help to keep your lower back nice and happy. Get rid of any niggles or aches in the lower back. And keep that action with the tummy. Gently hinge forward. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what it looks like. You stay where you are. So from the upright position, you're tilting just a little bit forward, and I'm using my abdominal muscles to keep my lower back nice and long. Okay. And with your in-breath, see, can you take the arms up by the sides of the ears? Now, if your shoulders feel tight, go wider apart with the hands and take a few breaths here. If you feel like your back is pulling or feels niggly in your back, work to bring your tummy muscles back to the spine. And if that doesn't work, you can always keep the hands down. But we're keeping this hinge at the hip. We're keeping our thighs parallel. We're keeping the feet grounding down into the floor. And with your next in-breath, lift your torso back up. As you breathe out, release the hands down. Good. So we're going to do that one again. So think about keeping the legs nice and steady, keeping the tummy muscles working. Little hinge forward at the hip. And on the next in-breath, take the arms forward and up. And remember, you can go wider with those arms to let the shoulders relax. Now, keep the core engaged. You decide if it feels okay to keep the arms up or if you need to bring them back down. And now we're going to lift. Bit of a lift of the gaze, like you're looking up slightly, just a lift of the chin, and stay with a nice steady breath. Good. Now we're coming into skier's pose. So with your out breath, keep that hinge. You might hinge a tiny bit further forward and sweep your arms back by your sides, reach back towards the wall behind you and hold it there. Think about keeping your head and your neck in line with the rest of the spine. Keep the tummy muscles drawing in towards the back. Good. Keep your torso like that. And with your next in-breath, bring your arms forward. We lift all the way up to sit tall. And as you breathe out, take your arms out and down and relax. Good. So give yourself a moment. If you want to take a little drink of water, feel free to take a drink of water. And then we will do a little bit with the legs wider apart. So if you can move the legs, you're going out wider with the feet. Okay, the toes are turning out, the knees are out over the ankles and pointing in the direction of the toes. As you inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height and then bend your elbows coming into a 90-degree angle there at the elbow. We call it goddess arms. And you're breathing here in the pose. So this is your goddess pose. Imagine engaging the muscles between your shoulder blades and drawing those arms back a little bit further so you stretch all the way across the chest. Try to keep the wrists over the elbows in line with the shoulders. The breath is nice and steady. We're upright, so the shoulders are over the hips. The tummy muscles are working. There's a lot going on. Now we're going to start to move the arms with the breath. So when you're ready, on the in-breath, you're reaching up. And on the out-breath, bending the elbows, bringing them back to shoulder height. Inhale, reach up overhead. And exhale to bend the elbows. Do that one more time. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale as the elbows bend. And then slowly release the arms down. Good. So let's bring those feet back in if you took them out. And we'll do one exercise for the shoulders. So this one, your arms come out in front with a bend in the elbow. Let me turn this way so you can see. So there's a bend in the elbow. The palms are facing each other. Okay. And then we're going to wrap the right arm under the left. So wriggle the right fingers and get that right arm under the left. And just see if you can hook the arms above the elbow, so the upper arm. And if that feels okay, could you start to bring the backs of the hands closer together? Now you'll find there's a stopping point. So there might be a gap between the hands, or you might get the backs of the hands to touch. If the backs of the hands are touching, could you keep wrapping and bring more like the palms of the hands together? Now we might not be anywhere near that. This is perfect. So don't worry if you're not quite there yet. We're all going to lift the elbows up a little, gaze straight ahead. Breathe into the back of the rib cage. So imagine that stretch across the space between your shoulder blades, the back of the ribs, the top of the back, that area. And the breath is flowing into that area. And now with your next in-breath, the arms. Release the hands down for a moment. If your shoulders feel like they need it, give them a little roll out. And we're going to take that on the other side. So your arms are coming up, your elbows are bent. Left fingers, wriggle them. Now get that left arm and hook it underneath the right and go as deep as you can. So you're trying to wrap the top of the arms above the elbow. Just see where you can get to. Now you could start bringing the backs of the hands towards each other. And if they touch, maybe you can wrap them around and get the palms together. And wherever you get to, it's perfect for you today. We're all going to see, could we lift the elbows a tiny bit? And focus on breathing into the back of the rib cage, that deep stretch across the top of the back. Notice how it feels. Keep the breath steady. And when you're ready, slowly off those arms. Release the hands down and give the shoulders a little roll out. Excellent. So we're going to finish with just a moment for relaxation. So again, sit back into your chair, just like at the beginning of the class. Make yourself comfortable so you don't need to keep yourself upright. You can slouch back. You can really rest into the chair. Let your hands rest down and then close your eyes. And imagine everything slowing down now. So your heart rate slowing down, and your breath slowing down. Letting go of the effort from your class today. Notice your whole body relaxing from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Letting go a little bit more with each breath, sinking down into the chair. Down, down, down. Your whole body letting go. Imagine a quietness filling your body from the center of your being, and that quietness expanding outwards, filling every cell, every available space. And we'll hold on to this quietness, this calmness, and take it into the day ahead, feeling refreshed and re-energized, ready for whatever life throws at us. So let's deepen the breath one more time. Start to wriggle the fingers, wriggle the toes. Slowly open your eyes. Let your gaze come around to the light. Take a nice big stretch out through the arms and the legs. Reach up overhead with the arms. Stretch out through the legs. And then soften back down. Come all the way up to sit tall again. Bring the palms together. Bow the head. And offer our thanks to one another. Namaste. Thank you so much. Bravo. Well done. I hope you enjoyed today's session, and I will see you again very soon.